welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Diriangén FC 0, Comunicaciones FC 1, and CONCACAF Central American Cup 2023 Group C. Diriangén FC 0, Comunicaciones FC 1, en la Copa Centroamericana de la CONCACAF. Fase de grupos, jornada 2. One goal. And Diriangén was the better team. That's about it. With that being said, short version of it. We have a longer version, but a short version of it, of course. Goals were scored as follows. The goal was scored as follows. In the 41st minute, ball played over the top, right to Jorman Aguilar, and he puts it into the far post, rolls it into the net. Beautiful ball over the top. If that doesn't happen on a platter, this game's a draw. If that ball over the top wasn't on a platter, yeah, no, that is not. This is not a win for Comunicaciones. This is a rightful draw for Diriangén. A 0-0 draw, but a rightful draw. If that ball was not on a platter, that ball was perfectly served. Like it was a high-class Italian restaurant. That ball was served perfectly to be popped into the net. And there it was. 1-0, 1-0, 0-1, Comunicaciones. That's the way we go into the half. The second half, no goals. Diriangén knocks on the door multiple times, dominates the second half, but it's just not enough. The game ends 1-0, 0-1, Comunicaciones. Stats are as follows: 12 shots to 8, 4 shots on goal to 3, 53% possession to 47% possession, 364 passes to 310, 74% pass accuracy to 93, 8 fouls to 14, 1 offside to 3, 1 yellow card to 3, 0 red cards to 1, 4 corners to 7. Diriangén dominated this game, especially the second half. They were the better team. I think they were the better team. Even if they lost, they should have drawn. They were the better team. They were. Comunicaciones, they scored a goal and they just sat back. Yes, that does help Diriangén be the better team. But in my opinion, Diriangén was the better team throughout the game. It was very even in the first half. The second half, Diriangén was allowed to have the ball, but they were knocking at the door. It wasn't like they were just scuffing it every single time they were given the ball. No, they were knocking at the door. They should have scored. Again, goalkeeper stood in his head as well. I think, honestly, Aguilar was the man of the match. I do think so. We'll get there. But for me, Comunicaciones' goalkeeper stood in his head. I agree. I think that does really help this be a win as well. There was a lot of conditional things that made this a win for Comunicaciones. The fact that Diriangén got stonewalled pretty much. They were knocking at the door, but it bounced off the door, got stonewalled. Then, of course, the pinpoint ball in, the pinpoint lob that ended up being a goal. Other than that, this would have been a draw anyway. And Diriangén, they wouldn't have had as much. It would have been less dominant because they were given the ball. The ball was ceded to them throughout the second half. It was very even when it was 0-0 in the first half between both sides. It was a very even game, but Diriangén looked like they had the edge. They wanted this hard. They wanted this so much that it's sad that they lost, because losing this game, they're sort of hard done by. They should have drawn. This should have been a 1-1 draw, a 2-2 draw, a 2-1 win, somewhere around there. This game should have been a draw for Diriangén. I guess that's when the Champs Curse wasn't helping them. They're a good team, but the Champs Curse did not help them this year. Last year, of course, they did beat Comunicaciones, then drew them, then beat them. But they drew them at home. This year, not the same. They were close to doing it again for the second straight year. They were very, very close, and big ups to them that they were close. They should have done it for the second straight year. Problem is Comunicaciones had one good moment, and the goalkeeper stood in his head. They got stonewalled, Diriangén, and that's why it's a 1-0 win for Comunicaciones. They got arguably lucky. I think they arguably got lucky. Not that making all those saves is lucky. Well, I guess it could be. Variance, right? And a perfect pass, I guess that's luck. But Diriangén did not look like the dominant team to me, even in the first half. I thought, not Diriangén, Comunicaciones did not look like the dominant team to me, even in the first half. I still think Diriangén were the better side, just slightly, even in the first half. If there wasn't a goal, it would have been Diriangén. The reason why I said Comunicaciones slightly, even though it was even at the end of the first half, was because it was 1-0 Comunicaciones. Other than that, if there was no goal, I would have leaned towards Diriangén. And then the second half was all them. This game was a heartbreaker for Diriangén. They deserved better, and they didn't get it. They have to go on the road for 2 more matches. They started their 4-match run, both at home. They got to go on the road. They play the next 2 weeks. Let's see how it looks. They could get out of this group. They got to win their next 2 and hope one of Comunicaciones or Herediano slip. I don't know. It's a very interesting situation. Man of the match for me. Right now, Comunicaciones and Herediano are getting out of this group as the top 2. Man of the match for me is Jorman Aguilar. He scored the goal. I think that's rightfully man of the match. If it was this tight, and honestly, second half was dominated by Diriangén and they didn't draw, man of the match for me is Jorman Aguilar. I think rightfully so. Scored a beautiful pass that led to a scored goal by him. Yeah, I think that's man of the match for me. So, Jorman Aguilar's man of the match. So, with that being said, Diriangén got hard done by. They were hard done by. They deserve better than losing this match, but they did. So, that's where we are. They should have drawn. They didn't. Comunicaciones reversed the Champions Curse, or at least reversed how it happened during the Champions Curse. They ended up winning in Diriamba at Diriangén, and here we are, top the group, going in halfway pretty much, halfway through the group stage for them. Of course, one team is a game behind. Of course, everybody has a bye week, but still have their bye week soon. But halfway through their group stage, they're top. And Herediano's second. So, we'll see how that turns. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for a live watch along of both Inter Miami versus Charlotte FC and LAFC versus CF Monterrey in the quarterfinals of the Leagues Cup, and I will review LAFC Monterrey. They're all the same day. We're getting 2 out of 4, which I don't like, but it is what it is. So I'll see you tomorrow. Let's have some fun with it, and let's have a big old day. I'm Ron, and I'm out. Peace. See you later.